Hey! Zach?
Hi.
You gonna tell them what we're making?
Homemade Dole Whip.
We are making Dole Whip at home because we miss going to Disney. So we're gonna try to make our own.
Yay.
Yeah?
Dole Whip.
Alright, so what do? We're gonna put in a frozen banana. And then powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar.
Yum. I'm gonna make sure all of it's not done. Okay?
Some
Coconut milk.
coconut
We might need more coconut milk.
and some
And frozen pineapples.
That looks like pineapple.
It's shaped like a pineapple.
It's shaped like a pineapple.
All right. All right, so we blended it all up.
It's our Dole Whip.
Our Dole Whip.
Dole Whip.
And it came out really good. It's very thick.
And now we're gonna taste it. Right, Mommy? Now we're gonna taste it.
All right, you gonna taste it?
I wanna taste it.
It's really
Tastes
good.
like pineapple.
Tastes like Dole Whip.
Dole Whip.
All right.
You try some.
And this is our finished Dole Whip. Still makes me miss the parks, but maybe a little bit less. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday, guys. I'm going to be better about updating this week. So I haven't really done much since I last updated y'all. Still got the purple, dyed the hair purple, still in the same spot as I ended the last vlog. Still same 3 books that I read last time I updated you. But we're going to decide what we're going to read this week, which I'm not sure. I'm definitely going to work on The Great Hunt, which I don't have. It's over there. And then I need to read the Benty series because that was like the last thing that's left on my TBR. I'm going to be finishing Crystal Crowned this week, I hope. Spend more time on my spin bike so I can finish that. Definitely Great Hunt is one I'm going to be working on. It's a massive undertaking, but... And then after I finished Crystal Crowned, I got Warbreaker on my Kindle. So I can start on that because I want to always be having a Kindle book for my bike. Because it's got this like perfect little area that it just holds my tablet on. So that's really nice. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on those this week. I'm going to focus on The Great Hunt, Crystal Crowned, and the Benty series, which is super short. So hopefully I can read all 3 books this week. And yeah, so I'm still at home. Just chilling, home, bored. My kids are like the craziest. They are so ready to go back to school. But we're doing some fun stuff. I made Dole Whip at home the other day, or earlier today actually, and I'll show that to you. Willow was so cute. That was fun. If you don't know, we're huge Disney fans. Like, we live an hour from Orlando. We go to the parks as much as we can, and we're missing parks and theme parks, and like, we're just theme park family. So like, the fact that there is no Disney, no Legoland, no Universal, no Busch Gardens and SeaWorld, like, it hurts me because we are definitely a theme park family, and like, the plan was to go to a lot of theme parks this summer. I don't know if that's gonna happen now. We have Legoland passes, but they're doing great. Like, we're on monthly pay, so like, they suspended pay up until they open up again, and then if you paid full in advance, then they've pushed your dates back. Like, they will extend the end of your date, which is great. So I'm hoping to go to Legoland at least one more time, maybe twice, after it like reopens again, because poor Willow has like missing school, missing her friends, like, and then I don't know when we're going to go back to school. Probably won't be this school year, although they're talking about it. Like, they're talking about reopening our schools when, like, so many other places have closed for the whole rest of the school year. So I don't know, like, what we're going to be doing. But I'm just biding my time. I'm thankful I still have a job, and my husband has this job, and we're doing good. But I miss adults and my friends. So making YouTube videos has been, like, a great pastime for me, and lots of reading. But yes, I'll show you that footage of us making Dole Whip, and I will update you when I read some more. Hey, so it's Saturday night, and I started and finished Binti, which I wish would have been better. It was good. Like, it's a 3-star, but it's like on the lower 3 stars. Like, obviously, it's only like 80-something pages. It's a short novella. And it was interesting. Like, there was a bunch of like super interesting concepts. I loved like the bones of it. Like, this to me felt like an outline of what could have been a really great first novel, if that makes sense. Like, there were so many open-ended questions, and it's like you could poke holes in some of the like theory and the world building, but it was good. Like, I wanted more, I think, was the problem. Like, I wanted this to be like a full-length novel because I love our main character. I loved Binti. I really like the character work, but it's like I couldn't feel anything. Like, okay, spoilers if you haven't read this, but it's like at some point she's like, and I'm on this spaceship, and it's been 2 weeks, and we're all best friends now. And that's literally, it's like, okay, it's been a couple weeks, we're all really good friends, I'm starting to fall for this guy, and then everybody dies. Literally, everybody dies but her in this attack, and you feel nothing. Like, I usually feel something when, like, characters die, but, like, this mass murder of every single person in this novel except for Binti, and I felt nothing, because it's like you knew him for 5 seconds. She's like, literally, like, she says, like, these are all their names, this is this boy that I think is really cute, and I think I'm falling for him, and oops, everybody's dead. I felt zero. Zilch. Like, I didn't feel that emotion, and that's what I want in my novels. Like, it was like a really good idea, if that makes sense. It would be a very good first novel. Like, this is definitely it could just be so good. It could be what I want it to be. Because, I mean, the cover is really cool. And there's 2 more in the series. Like, and they're really short too. Is this the second one? Home and Night Masquerade? Yeah. Something, I think. The Night Masquerade. So I'm going to read them. This one's in hardback. This one's the longest. And I think it's not even 200 pages. It's little. Let's see. It's 206 pages. That's the longest book in the trilogy. So I'll probably read the other one. I'm going to read some more of Great Hunt too, but I'm hoping the others get better because they're a little longer, but it's like I wanted to love it so bad, but it needed work. Like, it needed more time, more world building, more something. Like, it needed to be longer, like, to make me feel like I wanted to actually spend time with her traveling to this university. Like, I wanted to spend time with her getting to know her friends, because it's like, it starts out like she's the only person from her village to like ever go to this school, and that kind of gives me Poppy War vibes. But like, everyone is like put off by her and thinks she's weird, and like people in the like train station talk about her, the whatever, and then all of a sudden she's best friends with a bunch of people, and you don't even get to see like that relationship. Like, I wanted more. But I'm still going to read the next two books because I liked it enough to read them. And I own them, so I'm going to power through. But yeah, I'm going to go lay down and read some more of The Great Hunt. Sorry for my messy ass mom bun. And the fact that my camera's like slowly sagging in my little tripod, my little Amazon ring light tripod that I got. Like, it's like slowly falling because it's not tight enough. But yep, that is how my day is going. That's how my reading day is going. I started and finished a book, even though it was only an 87-page book. Still felt good about it. Hey, y'all have a good night, and I'll update you tomorrow. So I'm taking a page out of Books with Brittany's book and reading my Kindle while I pedal on my bike. Don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, but I'm very happy for my my little purchase. I've been wanting a stationary bike for a while now, and just being home in quarantine kind of made me like make the jump, I guess. So it's a great way to kind of keep me going while I'm here stuck at the house with the kids. But right now I'm reading Crystal Crowned, the last book in the Air Weekend series on Kindle Unlimited. I'm loving it. I'm curious to see how it ends. I just got home from getting groceries. Yay! We're stocked for the week. They were only out of like 10 things I needed. All of the coffee creamer. I got no coffee creamer because they were out completely at Walmart. But I will survive. It might be the world telling me I don't need to drink 2 gallons of coffee creamer a week. So we're just going to focus on drinking more water and less coffee this week because I'm not running back out. But I got pretty much everything else except for like ground beef. And there was like a couple other things, but it wasn't anything major. Like ground beef was the only like one that I was like, I wish I'd have had that. A couple substitutions, but like right now, like Walmart grocery pickup is where it's at. And it gets me out of the house for like a couple hours once a week. Hello. So I feel like it's like day 8,000 in quarantine. It was such a Monday, y'all. Like, I got my groceries. I swear we were doing schoolwork until like 5 p.m. And normally we're done by like 2:30. Like when I get off work, usually she's like already done. But man, it was just like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And then like she'd like fuck off basically. She's like, oh, well, I'm doing it. And then I just sit at her desk and like literally do nothing. And I'm like, okay, like let me like come in to check her progress. Nothing had been done. And I'm just like, I get it. Like math. She fights me on math. And it's like, you have to do it. Like her reasoning is she's like, well, I just don't like it. So I don't want to do it. And I'm like, I don't like a lot of things. And I have to do them. Like I'm trying to explain like, okay, like I don't particularly love doing dishes. But I have to do them. Like, I don't particularly love, like, putting away laundry. But, like, it has to be done. Like, while I love my job, there's, like, aspects of it that I don't love. Like, I feel like that's everybody. Like, even if you love your job, there's certain things you just have to do that you don't love doing. But I have to do them because it's part of my job. And I told her that. It's like, she has to do math, even though she would, like, just do reading all day. But we finally got it done, and we got to work on her space suit because I guess for Earth Day on, I think Wednesday, they're presenting their like space suits that they wore, and they have this whole like STEM thing they're doing. So we're making space suits out of cardboard boxes. But I have to run to the dollar store tomorrow because I don't have any more glue, and I need glue. So that's exciting. I really didn't want to go, but I need glue, and I'm probably going to get, like, cheap tinfoil to put, like, on the outside of it. And, like, I don't know, like, a cheap soda bottle or something, because I have Sprite, but I don't want to, like, empty out my Sprite bottle. But I don't feel as bad just like emptying out like a $1 bottle of probably flat cola from the Dollar Tree. But other than that, my actual reading, I'm 100 pages into Benti, so I'll finish it today. It's only got 74 more pages. So, yay, I love it. I like it more than the first one so far. So, I gave the first Benti a 3-star. This one is, I mean, obviously, it's so short, it's not perfect, but I'm really liking this one a lot better. And in this one, our main, just drop it on my face there. Our main character, Binti, goes back home to Earth, to Africa, after she's been away for a year off planet at this university with her new bestie, Okwo or something like that, the giant killer jellyfish. This is such a fucking weird story, but I enjoy it. I'm probably gonna have the same issue with this one as I did with the last one, where I wish it was longer and more developed. Like, I wish it was a full novel. But like I said, this one's like 100 pages longer than the last one, and I'm liking it more. And I think book 3 is like over 200 pages, so we'll see. So far, so good though. Hey guys, so it's late Monday night. But I just got done doing a bike ride, so don't mind how messy and sweaty and gross I look right now. I'm gonna clean up before laying in bed, but I do my workouts at night because kids are sleeping, my husband's at work, and I'm more of a night person. Like, I wish I could get up in the morning and work out, but I just can't. I just don't want to get out of bed. Like, I roll out of bed and shower and like roll to my desk to work lately. So that's kind of the thing, but I did like 2 miles, 40 minutes. It was great. I feel great. My ass kind of hurts, but I'm used to that by now. So hopefully I will get, I'm building up my endurance again because it's been a while since I've ridden. Like, I'm really liking it. I finished Crystal Crown, the last book of the Air Awakened series, and y'all, it was so good. It had such a good ending, and I love how Elise Kova ended it. She ended it in a way that it makes sense that she did another series in this world set years later. So it's like, it's kind of cool knowing that, there's another series in this world, and I'm probably going to pick that up soon because I believe it's on Kindle Unlimited. I'm going to look. That's how I read this whole 5-book series, was on Kindle Unlimited. So I did like 3 months for 99 cents, and I think it's like $10 a month for the service, but you can read like as many books as you want, and yeah, I'm definitely making use of it because I enjoyed like picking that up, and it's really cool. Like, Unlimited is really cool for like small independent authors. Like, there's one girl, I follow her on Instagram. I read her first book, Fractures, Ledgers of a Dark Mage series. Her name's N.K. Leem. I read her first book on Kindle Unlimited, followed her on Instagram, and she just released her second book in that series, and I'm going to be picking that up too. I did like a full review for Fractures. It was a really good debut self-pub dark fantasy novel, so definitely check that out if that's like your thing. I also finished, let me grab it. Can I get it? I also finished Binti Home, and I gave this one 4 stars. It was, I thought, a lot better than the first one. I liked the first one. I gave it 3 stars. This one, I think, was better. It's like 100 pages longer, so it gave me a little bit more plot development. It gave me some answers and then left me with more questions because there's a third novella that I'm going to pick up and finish the series like the rest of this week. It'll probably take me like 2 days because this one's like 200 pages, so I might finish it in one day. I might take 2. This one took me 2 because I was like a bit down doing stuff for the kids. But yeah, it's a really cool just like sci-fi series about this girl named Binti who leaves her tribe on Earth in Africa to go to this super prestigious university on another planet. And that's all you really need to know because anything else will spoil it. Like, it's so good. Like, there's other races, like alien races, and it's just It's a great novella. And this one made me appreciate the first one more because I liked the first one. It was okay. But then I read this one and I'm like, I really like this world. I like this. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to read the next book. So I picked up all 3 of these on Book Outlet for pretty cheap. So that's where I would go to look for them. They probably still have them. If not, probably Amazon. But they're really good. Also, I had an Amazon package show up, even though I'm trying not to buy books. I never did like filmed an official haul for my last Book Outlet order. So I think I'm just going to do my Book Outlet order and my Amazon order like as a haul together, like film a whole haul video together, because the ones I got -2 are like continuations of series that I want to finish. So, and I couldn't find them like on Book Outlet, so I just like did an Amazon order. So I'll show you what I picked up. First, I picked up Lady Smoke, which is the second book in the Ash Princess series, which I just finished and loved that one. And I also got Ember Queen, which is book 3. So like that's kind of what this whole haul is like books 2 and 3 in series, or if that makes sense. So that way I can finish the series off. I do hate that I have the first 2 books in paperback and then the last one in hardback, but whatever, what can you do? I also got, it's gonna hurt my arms, y'all. I finally got Priory of the Orange Tree. I'm super excited to read this. I wanted the hardback, honestly, but it was like $20 more than the paperback. And I'm cheap. You know your girl's cheap, so I got the paperback. As much as I wanted the hardback, but this is huge. Like, I've seen it on like booktube and stuff, and I knew it was a big book, but damn, just holding it in person. How many pages is it? Is it more than Way of Kings? Let's look. It's only 830 pages. So it's shorter than Way of Kings and Words of Radiance. It's about the same as, it's longer than The Great Hunt. I think it's a little shorter than Eye of the World. This is where my brain goes, like, oh, it's shorter than Way of Kings, so it's short. Like, no, this is 800 page thicken that I'm excited to read. Coming to a TBR near you. I also, okay, so this one is probably the one I'm most excited about because I've been wanting this and I picked up the whole series. And it's The Broken Earth by N.K. Jemisin. Especially the first book, the 5th season, because y'all know I am on a hunt to find books with excellent mom representation in it. Like fantasy books with excellent mom representation. This is one that I have heard does it justice so well. Women's War does it really well. So yes, loved that. Actually, I changed my rating on Women's War. Like the more I sat on it, the more I was like, you know, I can't give this a 3. Like my heart just says it needs to be a 4-star book. So I went on Goodreads and I changed it because I can do that. But it was like one of those where it's like I ended it and I'm like, all right, like it's a 3, it's good, it's good. And then I'm like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, you know, I really loved this and I really loved that and I really loved this and I really loved that. So it needed a 4. It's not a 5-star, but it needed a 4. But yeah, the whole like box set. So I'm excited to read these. Hugo Award, like, and they're pretty, like they're pretty paperback covers. So yes, I'm excited. Oh, I can't get it back in the box. That's okay though. Do keep these boxes, like when you buy a set like this, do you keep the boxes from the box set? Like I have all my boxes, like the Harry Potter one for the first 3 illustrated editions, I definitely kept because like it's really nice and thick and sturdy. Like this is kind of like cardboardy. It's like not a thick cardboard like the Harry Potter one is. So I don't know. Do I keep this or not? Because like it has stuff on it. But it's just like blurbs, I think. And then Read More by N.K. Jemisin. The complete series. So I don't know. Do I keep this? Let me know. Ooh, what else did I get? Oh, I got Supernova to finish off the Renegade series. I'm going to be reading Arch Enemies in May. So yeah, I got this one to finish off the series. And then in paperback, because I'm cheap and couldn't buy the hardbacks, I got Nevernight and God's Grave because I have Dark Dawn. I remember I got that copy of Dark Dawn off of Book Outlet for like super cheap, and then it ended up being like a signed first edition, and I was like, fuck yeah, that's awesome. Well, I still needed to read the first two. And I like the cover. I like these covers. Like the UK covers are cool too. Don't get me wrong, they're gorgeous, but I kind of really like these like American editions. I think they're pretty. I've never looked at that. Okay, so everyone says like all the footnotes. Ooh. Like I'm not seeing all these footnotes that everyone keeps saying they have. Oh, there they are. Oh, I was like really expecting there to be footnotes on like every single page and it to be like absolutely ridiculous. But really, okay, like that's like half the page. But like I just flipped a bunch of pages and like, yeah, there's footnotes, but it's not bad. It's not as bad as I was expecting. I was expecting it to be really weird. I don't know if I'm going to even like this series, and I bought all three of them. Because I've heard such nice things. So, like, people that I follow and love and have, like, similar opinions to are torn on it. Like, I love, like, Murphy Napier and Daniel Green, and both of them, I didn't really like this. And then I also love Books with Brittany, and it's, like, her favorite series. So we'll see. Because I have similar tastes to like all of them, but obviously no one's tastes are like exactly the same. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to try it because it sounds cool. Like it sounds like something I would like. The only thing is I heard it's really flowery purple writing. And some of the like explanations like some of the like hyperboles and stuff I'm just not sure about. But we're giving it a good solid thought. So we are going into this hopeful. All right. This is a heavy one. Look, I'm going to try to hold them all up. Is this all of them? Yeah. Wham! Ooh, one's turned the wrong way. A couple of them are turned the wrong way. I'm not turning them because like this book alone is super freaking heavy. All right, that was my Amazon haul. I'll be doing a real haul at some point. I'll probably film that this weekend. Do like a real book haul with like my nice camera and not my like phone and a ring light at 10 o'clock at night. I'll do it with my like actual box light and my DSLR and a mic and all the fun stuff because it's just going in a vlog. So you get me on my phone sweaty from a 2-mile bike ride at 10 o'clock at night. All right, well, I guess I need to go get washed up and go to bed because I got work in the morning. My daughter's got school, homeschool, because they called school for the rest of the year here in Florida. So, oh, pray for me. Pray for me. It's been a struggle. Hopefully, they open up for summer camp. As of right now, they said yes. As of right now, like her school is like, okay, we'll be open in June for summer camp because they do camp at the school. She goes to private school, and I already paid for summer camp. So, and I can't go back to like, granted, like everyone in my office is working remote right now, but like I cannot physically go back to work until I have somewhere to send my children. Like until there is camp or daycare or something along those lines. Like I can't go back to work. Like my son's not in daycare right now. My daughter's not in school. Like, I don't know. We'll see. Pray for me, y'all. Hello. So I didn't really read much last night, which is surprising. I've been reading a lot, like, and then yesterday I just like didn't read. Like I read 30 pages of Night Masquerade, the third Venti book, and I'm liking it. I'm only 30 pages in, but it's only a 200-page book, so hopefully finish that soon. I read like the prologue to Warbreaker and then didn't read much more because my new thing is if I have a book on ebook, I am only allowing myself to read it on trips, but like that's not gonna count right now. But on my bike. So kind of like to motivate me to like use my stationary bike more. Like I will be reading, ooh, there's a fly. I will be reading my ebooks as long as I am biking. So kind of my like motivation to bike longer, if that makes any sense. But I only read the prologue because like I got on and I started going, and then like the kids needed something and my husband was home, and it was just like a mess. So like I didn't end up getting back on. And then I was gonna read some more of The Great Hunt last night, but like I was so tired and I just fell asleep. But I'm gonna read some more tonight. Definitely gonna get into Warbreaker a little bit, read some more of The Great Hunt, and work on Binti a little bit. Like I have like, I'm starting to get this like system down. So it's like where I read. So like if I'm sitting out here on the back porch, I have a book for my back porch book. And then I have a bedtime book that I read laying in bed. And then I have an ebook that I read on the bike. Does that make sense to anybody but me? Like that keeps me with 3 books going at any time. And I actually think that works for me. Which is crazy because I never thought I'd be the person to like read multiple books at one time. But I guess things have changed. But yeah, I'm probably going to read a little bit and then start dinner. Like I've got like, 20, 30 minutes before I start dinner. My husband had to actually go to a clinic today for work. So he'll be home soon. We'll make dinner, and the kids and I planted some plants. Luca really wanted nothing to do with it, so really it was Willow and I planted some plants because today is Earth Day. So we planted some seeds, and I had like a vine that I needed to repot anyway, so I ended up repotting that into 2 separate pots. So yeah, I will update you guys later. All right, my kids are asleep finally, so I am doing my night bike ride and reading Warbreaker. We'll see how far I get. All right, y'all, it's officially come to the end of this vlog, and I have read 4 books this week. Well, I've finished 4 books. Crystal Crowned, which is the last book in the Air Awakened series. Oh, it was so good. It was probably my favorite one in the whole series. It was so good. Y'all, if you have Kindle Unlimited, just go check this out. Like the whole 5-book series. It's so good. It's like, it's YA fantasy, but it kind of like teeters into adult with some of the theming and some of the concepts of it. Like there is cost of war, there is death. It gets a little dark, not like Poppy War dark, but dark. Like it's so good. And there's like a whole nother like 4 or 5 book series in this world that takes place after the events of this last book. So I'm also going to read that at some point. It's also on Kindle Unlimited. So yes, if you need something to get you through like an ebook and you have Kindle Unlimited, get the Air Awakened series by Elise Kova, because I cannot say enough good things about it. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. But that book was like mostly done. Like I only had a little bit to finish, so I just kind of like finished it this week. But I read all 3 books in the Binti trilogy, and I really enjoyed them. I gave this one 3 stars. The first one, it wasn't my favorite, but it's super short. I enjoyed it, but it was 3 stars. Like it was my favorite. And then I gave the second one, Home, 4 stars. This one was my absolute favorite. The second book in this trilogy, like it normally, like I don't love second books as much. Like they usually, this did not suffer from like second book syndrome. It was just really good. Really, really good. And then I gave this one 3 stars as well. The third one, Night Masquerade. There was some things that I was like, really? Like it wrapped up and you're like, that's it? Like, that's what we've been waiting for? Like that was the big culmination? Like, but it's kind of, in the book they even said like, it was anticlimactic. Like, So it was, I think, supposed to be like an anticlimactic moment. Like, I don't want to spoil it because it was still super good. I would recommend picking up all 3 of these. They're like Tor.com novellas, I believe. I got them on Book Outlet. They're so good. I think they're still on Book Outlet, so I would really recommend to go get them. Because really, all 3 together are not even the length of like one novel that I would typically read. So it was kind of good to like fly through all 3 of them and have like a satisfying conclusion and enjoy myself. And it was so good, y'all. There was just so much packed in these like short pages that it was kind of unreal that they're as short as they were. Like the first one, I kept saying that I wished it was longer. And I do. I wish there was more. And I still wish there was more. Like, I want these to be a full-length, like, novel. I want more. But I'm happy with the progression of the 3. Definitely get these. These are so good. So different from what I typically read. It's very sciencey sci-fi, but not hard to comprehend. And there's some things that you're just not supposed to comprehend. Like, they're just there. Like, you're not supposed to fully grasp it. Like, I was a little confused at first. I ended a little confused, but you're supposed to end a little confused, and it was so good. Get them. If you like sci-fi fantasy, definitely get them because they're just great. I love them. I'm going to stop raving about these now. But that's kind of how my reading week went. Oh my God, if y'all can hear that, my dog is like, I don't know what she's doing. She's chewing on a cardboard box. That's what she's doing because she's weird. But yeah, that was just my week. And hopefully y'all had a good week too. Let me know what you've been reading and hopefully you tune in for next week's updated reading vlog. I have no idea what I'm going to be reading next week. I'm thinking I'm going to work on finishing The Great Hunt. And that is my last TBR book. But I also picked up Warbreaker on Kindle because I had like credits from Amazon orders because I always do the like delayed shipping, and they're not doing it right now, but usually I do like the delayed shipping so I can get like $1 to $3 credit towards my account that you can use for like ebooks and digital purchases. So I basically got the ebook copy of Warbreaker for free. So that was exciting. So I've been reading that like while I've been cycling. But those are probably the only 2 that I'm reading right now. But we'll see what else I end up picking up. Because there's a few that I'm like, do I want to grab these? Do I want to start my next month early? Like, what do I want to do? We'll see. Have a good week, guys. Bye.